has been somewhat knocked sideways by the global epidemic of COVID-19, which means that many people who should be here in person are actually somewhere else in the world. But it is some comfort to know that the range of this conference is probably vaster than any that we have done in the past 25 years. This is the 25th year of the conferences for the Foundation for Endangered Languages, and we're exceedingly pleased to be here in Tirana, in Albania, and taking in the sense of opinion of a completely new world for us. So let me start by saying, by exhausting my armory of Albania, let's say faleminderit era faleminderit Diana for making all this possible here. I myself am Nicholas Ostler. I would describe myself in one word as a linguist. I've been involved in very many different aspects of languages in the world. I myself have a PhD in structural linguistics, but I have been involved in machine translation and indeed the social importance of different languages. It was 25 years ago we noticed that there wasn't actually an organization who would stress the importance of language diversity. And so, together with a number of other people who are in this room here now, such as Chris Mosley, Salim Meswood, Hatim El Nazara, all of whom are members of the committee now and are with us today. And as I say, this is a paradoxical meeting because we have never been better represented at our meeting than we are today. We are also in an area which owes its language background to the general world of the Mediterranean, which all of you will be familiar was once unified, not necessarily by its own will, by the power of Rome in Italy. It was but the first major Latin poet, Ennius, who liked to boast that he had tria corda, he had three parts, because he had three languages, and the languages he was referring to were Latin, Greek, and some language of South Italy. It could have been Messapian, and Messapian is the most likely relative to Illyrian in the ancient world. So we are in touch here with the ancient valuation of linguistic diversity in this part of the world. So again, we're making important gains even as we struggle against adverse epidemic conditions. FEL has developed as a charity with a few hundred members and a newsletter, Ogmios, named after the Celtic god of eloquence. We are looking to expand and to, by and large, simply to make it the point known that diversity is a blessing when it comes to languages, and that if you don't wish to lose part of your soul, you won't wish to lose the past languages which have decorated the lives of your relatives. I feel I shouldn't say too much more about what we're going on. We're going to get into the conference, but it is particularly important, it seems to me, that traditional links are being built here. There is a very old link between this country, Albania, and my country, Great Britain, in that one of our greatest poets of the 18th century, that's to say Lord Byron, was a particular enthusiast for Albania. and expressed himself in a letter to his mother in 1809. He said, all Albanians are brave. They are rigidly honest and faithful, but they are cruel. They're not treacherous and have several vices, but no meannesses. So he stressed the wide-ranging reach and sort of global position of the Albanian people and their language. Our conference theme is a little quite different this year and difficult to characterize. As you will see in the proceedings, and this I'm glad to see the tradition of 25 years is continuing here. We already have the proceedings of this conference available conveniently to hand. I hope you have one. I hope other members around the world will wish to choose one soon. They are illustrating this theme which we have of endangered languages and diasporas. I confess that I'm going to learn about diasporas today because I'm not, of the many linguistic strands I have been involved in, diasporas has not yet been one. But I do stress that this scattering, which is what diaspora means, is something which ultimately enriches everybody who's involved with it. And finally, I will close with another saying in the language which was early influential on Albania, namely Latin. Quod homines tot centenniae. If we gather people together, there will be a diversity of opinion, and that is what we shall learn from. So with that, I look forward to the conference. Thank you.